Welcome to the next all-new Shockin' Toy Reviews. Today we are reviewing...
Executive Replica LooseCollector Red Sonja.
Bam!
Mine is still pending. I'm not at all bitter about that.
Yours direct from them.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine through a secondary place.
Right.
Has arrived.
It's fine. It's fine.
So why?
It's going to be a different answer for both of us, I'm sure. I was not into Conan or Red Sonja until the modern era. So I got into Conan during the Brian Wood, Becky Cloonan.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Too bad he was canceled and we can't say that out loud anymore.
Well,
you can like the art, just not the artist.
Then she left.
Yeah.
So that's when I got into it. And Red Sonja's badass.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
When I got Lady Death, as seen later, she was the next one put up, and I'm like, hell yeah.
I also discovered Red Sonja through Conan many years earlier.
I'm sure.
And based on our review of your Lady Death, I decided I would get Red Sonja when they put it up for order, and she can go with my Conan. They don't go to the same tanning salon.
No.
One of them is from the icy north. One of them is not. And then, of course, in between her being ordered and showing up, we reviewed Tarna.
Oh, right.
Forgot about her. Giant hunk of poo.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Which made me terrified for this.
Agreed. Yes.
And I'll say it, she's a good mixed bag.
She looks awesome. I have not moved her around too much.
She has a nice portrait. I would lean towards kind of Lady of the Night 2 red lipstick. She's called Red Sonja not because of her lips, but because of her hair.
Right.
And she has the prerequisite chainmail bikini, which I go back and forth trying to decide if it is a shitty sculpt or a nice sculpt, or what? Like
the chainmail?
The loincloth part I think works.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on up here. I don't know what that is supposed to represent. Like, is that...
It's blobs.
But is it like chainmail blobs or just blobs? Because like clearly her bikini is little little diamond-shaped metal bits.
I think it's supposed to be scale mail, like Captain America.
Yeah.
Or the box art.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It comes off like a 3D representation of a painted chainmail bra on the back of the box, not actual individual pieces of chainmail.
True.
And then her giant bootay.
Yeah.
Which also has very nice...
Which we first saw on Lady Death.
Yeah, like...
Still giant.
Still giant. Is well done, and unlike Tarna, for the most part, she doesn't have random color parts.
Yes.
She does have a weird shoulder dark, light bicep, dark forearm, but it is not as noticeable when it's not under the bright lights.
True, yes. I didn't notice until you pointed it out.
And she does have some shading on her thighs that works better than Tarna and is closer to what Lady Death is. Her gold and silver, whatever,
well done,
is done. Well, this neck piece, which is straight out of every 1970s depiction, Frank Thorne comes to mind. Looks great. The little yellow.
It's a lot of intricate work there.
Yeah. I think her hair is nicely done.
Yeah, the hair's great.
It does have some shading, coloring. Her gauntlets have some nice details and got a slight wash on them. Same with her boots. It does not say Red Sonja on the bottom, so we'll have to figure that out.
She does have a hole in her feet, in the toe, I'll note. She doesn't come with a stand, though.
No, she could use a stand because, as with most female characters with high heels, there is not a lot of surface
Right.
for her to stand. So she can stand. She's fallen multiple times off camera. I'm sure she'll fall on camera.
I'm sure as well.
She has, as far as I can tell, the exact same articulation scheme as Lady Death, except that her thigh swivel is hidden even better with these,
which I like.
Whatever her thigh protectors. But she has, nice range in her double joint knees. She does not have boot swivel, nor did Lady Death, but she does have crazy ankle range and such. And her closed fists are in and out, but you don't need up and down when they're closed punching fists.
Right.
And her hair has a big poofiness to it, I guess, so that she can move her head a lot more than I would have expected. Lady Death, if I remember correctly, couldn't move her head very much.
Right.
So she can get some movement, and she has great torso tilt.
No waist, though.
No waist, but she's not going to dance for us. She's going to fight for us. She doubled with a sword.
Sword?
Transition! Whoa. I believe the box calls this a broadsword.
Yes.
Which is nicely painted, has some very nice sculpted work in the hilt. Not the hilt, this is the
guard.
Yeah! Bingo. But it is painted. Looks real nice. Much like Lady Death's swords, was really nice. Well done. She comes with 2 daggers, which I believe are different sculpts. Maybe?
Maybe. Looks like it's meant to be stone instead of metal.
Yeah. Like a primal type spear. But they're daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, primal figures.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Again, very well painted. The wraps are nicely done.
Does she have anywhere to store those?
No.
Damn.
This gigantic, again, equally well painted and sculpted battle axe, which is larger, than her sword.
It's huge.
And then, because she has weapons, you know what she needs?
Hands?
Open hands.
Those are magic casting hands.
Grip in left and right hands. There we go. Which again have the same nice brown paint and weathering effects. And they are both up and down. Again, as with Lady Death and Tara, super thin, tiny pegs. So let's see if we can break those off camera.
Okay.
Did not break.
Solid pop, though.
Does not go in as well as the other hand. Just maybe user error. And they are softer plastic, so she can get a very nice grip on that sword.
Nice.
And point it awesomely.
Oh, that's great.
So she's gonna fuck some guys up. But yeah, she has nowhere to store her 5 weapons. And in case you're wondering, her other hand can hold stuff just as well too. Stabby, stab, stab, stab. But yeah, not that she would have anywhere on this outfit to store things.
Well, she's got belts.
She does have belts.
Like this one, yeah, this top one isn't doing anything.
Yeah, she could have a scabbard attached to something.
Right.
Conan has the same issue, but he has things to hold his weapons in some spots. So
I guess, is that a $100? Or how much was Conan?
Conan was $110.
So maybe an extra $30 gets you
Yeah. A base. So he can stand soft goods.
Soft goods.
And stuff to hold his weapons.
Double the weapons.
Yeah. But yeah, this is all I really need. This is all I really wanted.
It's fair. I mean, that's Red Sonja for sure.
Yeah, clearly, unmistakably Red Sonja. About the only thing I would have liked is another portrait where she's a little more angry.
Yeah. Action face.
Action face. She's a little friendly looking.
Yeah. That's true.
For the savage Red Sonja.
4 cents of scale. We've got Toy of the Year Frankenstein. We've got the previous Lady Death. We've got NECA Ash looking a tiny bit short. And Mezco Conan. Red Sonja's on the taller side. Maybe it's the heels.
Brigitte Nielsen was very tall. Amazing. So yeah. 6-inch scale, even though Ash is 7 inches.
I wonder how tall she's supposed to be. Alright, final thoughts. I like her. The LooseCollector executive replica figures are expensive.
Mine was $70 with shipping.
So yes, they're expensive, but it's also probably the only way that we're going to get some of these characters.
Which is not a good enough excuse sometimes, but...
Sometimes, right.
She is easily as good, if not way better than a Hasbro Marvel Legends.
Sure, yeah.
She has a much smaller run. You're not going to find her in Target or on Amazon.
Right.
You're going to, unless you find her through a secondary seller.
Right. So I'm okay, clearly, because I bought one myself. I'm okay with the price because the figure looks fantastic and it's probably the only option I'm going to get for a Red Sonja. I wish that there were somewhere to store at least the knives on her belt.
Yeah. I wish there was a way I could shapeways some holsters and store them on her belt, but her belt's attached to her butt.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to go 4 hammers on her.
I am going to go 4 hammers as well. The storage issue is annoying at this point. Woohoo! She's sad. And I would have liked a second portrait. Doesn't Lady Death have a second portrait or no?
No.
Was it? Oh, Tarna had a second.
Yeah.
So I would have liked a slightly angrier face. A lot of Hasbro guys are too stoic or like hold still for the 3D scan. I want some facial movement or something, like some emotion. And I don't think of Red Sonja as calm.
No. And I'm going to try to throw in some box art because none of these are happy.
Yeah. But yeah, she's easily the best friend, Red Sonja. I think she might be the only Red Sonja. There might be a 12-inch. I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention. She is way better than Tarna. I do not regret buying her in the least. Is she expensive? Yeah, probably too expensive, but everything is too expensive right now.
Sure.
And she makes me hopeful for my Vampirella figure when and if that shows up. Dun dun dun. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah, show notes. If you see Wilson in public, say hi.
You've got Eggman. Egghead?
Egghead, yeah.
Egghead. That's a face.
There you go.
There's a sculpted expression.
That's what I'm talking about. And guys like John Lithgow or Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't look goofy like you just yelling or something like Thunderstrike. Like,
no, that's an expressive, well done face.
Yeah. If it wasn't Egghead, he'd be running for the Toy of the Year.